Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, and this is Fatma, and our topic is indifference curves. And if you have any trouble understanding me, you can turn on the closed captions. Uh, so let's start. The topic is indifference curve. So an indifference curve is a very crucial component of the optimal choice theory, and this theory has some other names as well, but today we are going to use this name, optimal choice theory. So there are various assumptions. The theory is based on assumptions, of course, like all the other economic theories. So the assumptions are that the goods are divisible, the consumer is rational. You can read them from any textbook. They are not that hard to understand, so you can read them and you'll get the point. Okay. So the theory states that the utility cannot be measured quantitatively, it has to be measured qualitatively. So as it is a mental phenomena, and you cannot calculate your satisfaction or utility, so you can put the combinations in order of the kind of utility, the amount of utility that they provide. You can for example, you can say the combination A provides more utility and the combination B provides less utility, but you cannot say like the combination A provides 20 utility and the combination B provides 10 utility. And the consumer can have preferences, but he cannot put a number on the utility. So let's say the consumer has to measure the utility qualitatively. Okay. So definition of the theory is, let's say, if you want to define the definition of the indifference curve, if you want to define the indifference curve, you can say it is a curve which shows different combinations of two goods. All of those combinations provide same level of utility to the consumer. So this is an indifference curve. See, it is convex to the origin, and all of the combinations on the indifference curve give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. The combination A, B, C, D, E, F. See, all of these combinations give same level of satisfaction to the consumers. And the more the indifference curve is towards the right, the more utility it provides. For example, if the indifference curve is, let's say, here, it gives less utility than this curve. If it is here, it will give more utility than this curve. So as the consumer increases the quantity of one good, he has to decrease the quantity of the other good in order to remain on the same utility curve. So when he moves from 1 bananas to 2 bananas, his consumption of apples decreases from 8 to 6, and from 2 to 3 his consumption decreases from 6 to 4.5 or 5. Or when he moves from 3 to 4 bananas, his consumption of apples decreases by one. Okay. So if both the goods increase, then the utility will increase as well. But since only one good is increasing, the other is decreasing, so the utility will remain the same. So the slope of the indifference curve is marginal rate of substitution, MRS. It is the change in good 1 divided by the change in the good 2. So this is marginal rate of substitution. So from it diminishes the marginal rate of substitution. So if we come back to the concept that the curve on the right side provides more utility, the reason behind it is that the consumer always prefers more to the less. So here on this curve he gets more of both the goods. See, here he is getting 8 and here he will get say 3.5 more than the other goods. So here, so all on all the points, the B, C, A, B, C, he'll get more of both the goods. So let's say he's getting same amount of apples, but the bananas are more than this curve, and same will be on this curve. Both the goods will both the quantities of both the goods will be less than this curve, and that's why it will give less satisfaction to the consumer, because consumer is a rational person who prefers more to the less.